So what happens if TikTok actually gets banned? If the thought of all of that, y'all, has you panicking right now, then let's talk about the importance of pivoting, whether that's in your career or friendships or just life in general, and why that's so important. The key to longevity, y'all, is adaptability. Trends change overnight. Platforms change overnight. Things are changing around us all of the time, y'all, and you have to know how to adapt so that way you don't get left behind. And that's the same thing that's happening right now in today's society. A lot of us have been, in denial, myself included, that TikTok is not going nowhere, y'all, because trust me, I don't want it to go nowhere either. But y'all, just in case it does, that's why it's so important to always be able to adapt and build yourself up on other platforms. We've seen a lot of creators start off on social media, but they've eventually branched out to do other things. I love Jackie Aina because she started off as a YouTuber. She started off as a beauty hairstylist in the beauty industry, but then she became a YouTuber, took what she, the skills that she's gained and the things that she's learned and all of that from YouTube, and she's opened up many different businesses and scaled her business in that way. So, you always have to be able to adapt and always have to be thinking about your next move, because you never know when your time is coming for you to have to pivot. If you're someone who looks at change and pivoting as a negative thing, then you should try to change the way you think about it, because the other side of fear is going to be some growth. You're going to develop, because you're going to have to figure it out. I always tell y'all, FIO, you're going to have to figure it out. So don't be afraid to pivot. I love change, y'all. Even in my current job, or I'm always flexible, because change, again, it allows you to grow. It allows you to learn something new. And I think it's important. Like, it's an important, vital part of life. Like, if stuff stayed the same, then that scares me. Being complacent, staying in the same spot, that should be more scary than the fact of actually having to change or having to grow. Like, I used the example of being in my first job, being in retail. So now I've got those skills that I can use and take in a business that I want to start, in a next job that I can, put that on my resume. And it's kind of the same thing with social media. TikTok, y'all, has taught me the art of storytelling, how to get my thoughts out loud. Talking to the camera, getting used to talking to the camera are skills that we've built on the social media platforms. And not even just TikTok, short form content, long form content, and YouTube too, because y'all, I was not a yapper. Like, I was afraid to show up, afraid to hear myself talking on camera. But you build those skills so that you can take them to other places and use them in other ways, y'all. Again, with all that said, y'all, I am not looking forward to them getting rid of TikTok. I always like to share a powerful moment when I realized it was time for me to pivot, y'all. I graduated high school with a degree in psychology and human services, y'all. I didn't know what I wanted to do. At one point, I wanted to be a therapist. At another point, I just wanted to go get a corporate job. But y'all, I knew I wasn't fulfilled in that. And that's when I knew, okay, it was time to figure out what fulfills me. And I switched from that, y'all, and went into cosmetology. Had nothing to do with my degree. So that is, like, again, y'all, you just have to do it, y'all. If you feel it, if you have prayed about it, y'all, I don't know how you are in your faith, but y'all, I have a strong faith and strong relationship with God. And if you've prayed about it and he's telling you, like, to follow what it is, your heart, or your passion and your purpose, and he's shown that to you, it's okay to trust that process. Like I said, leaving, not even necessarily leaving, y'all, but not focusing on building up in the corporate world and switching careers and adding on a new technical skill, going into hairstyling, because I felt like that was my heart's desire, was very scary at first. But y'all, like, literally it opened up so many doors for me that I didn't even imagine that it would open up. Like, I've been able to meet some amazing people, my clientele, y'all, been able to increase my skills and as far as working with different people, my emotional intelligence. And it also has opened up doors for me in the social media realm as well, because I've had an online hair business. I've been able to become, a wig influencer on social media. So y'all, I'm not sure who this is for. I just want to remind you that we are all trying to figure it out. You are not alone. And the power of pivoting and being able to recognize when it is time to pivot can be so powerful, because you, again, you get to reinvent yourself and create a whole new you that you didn't even know existed. So you have to learn how to recognize when it is time to change. Like I said, even in your career, if you're no longer if those spaces no longer serve you, if you're, if you feel complacent, you feel like you've gained the necessary skills and okay, it's time for something else. It's time for me to go to my next level. It's the same thing with friendships. Like if you're uncomfortable in a certain friend group that you were once comfortable in because your interests are no longer the same as they used to be, then it's like, okay, now I need to start getting new friends. I don't want to be the smartest. I don't want to be the one who has the most money in my group of friends. Like I want to be able to recognize, okay, I can do this better. It's time for me to grow in this area. So y'all, I'm telling you, pivoting is a part of life. And if you stay prepared, y'all, you do not have to get prepared. Like, you know the saying, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And I know, like I said, the TikTok ban has us all in the uproar, y'all, because I loved it over there. No shade against YouTube because we also love it over here. We love our long form babes, but y'all, this has been a pivotal moment in everyone's life, and it's a lesson learned to never get comfortable in your spot because you never know when that spot is going to be taken, and you never know when it's going to be time to change and move on and go to the next level. I don't know when's the last time you picked up a journal, you picked up a notebook, and you just kind of, or even if you did a vision board this year, it's time to reevaluate what your vision and your goals are for your life, because that can also help you when it's time to pivot. If you realize like, oh, I set this goal for myself, or I see myself doing this, then you can kind of plan and organize the way your path in that direction. Because if you get lost on your vision or your why or your purpose in life, then you can find yourself wasting years that you didn't have to waste, because if you would have known what your next step was, you could have properly prepared for it. So all of that, y'all, kind of ties into pivoting. And again, this is to encourage the person watching this video that feels like they don't know where to go from here. This is your reminder that this is not the end of it all. It's to keep going and keep your foot on their necks. I just wanted to leave that message with y'all today. I hope y'all are having an amazing day, whatever day it is that you are watching this. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave me some comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss when I post a new video. Y'all, the light was being ghetto, so that's why it's going on and off, but we got it done, okay? The devil working hard, but God works harder, period. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.